Last.
I have a set of questions, but I'll request for an interview later then. We have a generous gesture by one of our gentlemen. He is on behalf of the Rotaract Club. He'd like to present a check, a donation of 10,000 rupees from the Rotaract Club and also 10,000 rupees from his personal account to the Imran Khan Foundation. May I please request Kashif Suhail Malik to present this check, please. This is on behalf of the Rotaract Club Lahore. They're called the Garrison Lahore. May I request for a group photograph, please, now? Rizwan Ahmed, could you please join us up on the stage?
All the participants, please remain in your seats till Mr. Imran Khan leaves the hall. Let us all wish him a successful career in whatever he chooses to do by a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seats. What's going to happen? You want me to do that now? Or somebody else is coming?
Just invite these people. These are the 4 people to
Yes,
take.
somebody else is not coming.
No, that's it. And Mr. Kamran as well.
Is he coming as a...
Yeah, as a moderator.
As we are running behind time, I seek your indulgence to support us so that we can help you to leave on time. For the next session, it is my great pleasure to invite onto the podium, onto the stage here, Mr. Kamal Ahmed, Country Director, Microsoft Pakistan, Mr. Ahmed, Mr. Hassan Aziz Bilgrami, President, Bank Islami Pakistan and ICMAP, Mr. Ibrahim Qasim, Group Chairman, Shield Corporation, Mr. Jahan Ara, President, Pakistan Software Houses Association, and my dear friend, who has the highest respect from me as international intellectual, Professor Dr. Khwaja Amjad Said, Principal, Haley College of Banking and Finance, University. Will the distinguished gentlemen please come up and grace the stage?
Where do you want us?
Just get towards the center. I also wish to call upon the moderator for this session, and before that, Mr. Bax Babri, CEO, the consultants, also to join the panel. A big hand to Max, a very popular gentleman. The evergreen, genial Max Babri. The moderator is Mr. Mr. Kamran Rizvi, Founding Director, Navitas and School of Leadership.
Thank you.
It's up to you.
Thank you.
I'm relieved because he takes over.
And Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Politics get politicized.
Kamran can't hear you, so you have to speak up.
I'm saying something very sensitive, you see. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished panelists, Mr. Chair, and dosts, yar, partner, associates, HR professionals, OD professionals, OD I have not heard today, organization development, and various other business leaders who are present here today. I welcome you to this third session, which promises to be the outcome of the previous two, because the theme now is rethinking leadership, the future of work. And indeed, we have trends and we have challenges and we have opportunities. For this, I think the biggest challenge that is faced right now is by our panelists themselves, because they've been witnessing a barrage of wisdom that has been flowing to us since morning. And the methodology that we have in mind is as follows: that our panelists will speak each for 3 minutes on a theme which is about rethinking leadership or something thereabouts. After each of them have spoken, then we will open the floor to question and answers. And just so that your tension is relieved, I would like to announce that at 4:20 we will end this particular segment. Mr. Panelists, are you familiar now, Jahanara? 4:20 we are meant to end. Let's call it 4:21, it's more respectable. Right. Acha. Now before we get going, what I'd request is that we become more comfortable. And to become more comfortable, how many of us are wearing ties? Can I please see a show of hands? Quite a few of us. So, in the spirit of change, I think it would not be a bad idea to be more comfortable. And those who don't wish to, they're stuck in status quo. I can't help that. But that's their privilege. So, I'll give you 30 seconds to deal with this. Or maybe they're more comfortable in their ties. Now, I don't go further than that, okay? But a coat could come off. It almost is, without the music. So before we move forward, I think it may also be a good idea to do something we have not done since morning. We've taken off our ties. Some of my friends have not. That doesn't matter. It's your right. You must not trample on human rights. But if you do take it off, it will be a rather nice idea.
Kamal is a con artist. He starts with the tie. Be careful.
Yes.
He goes all the way.
I am famous. I'm famous. Ashaji, now what we'll do is something that we've never done before. And I've heard a lot of speakers telling us that we should see our world anew. हमें नए ज़ाविये से इस दुनिया को, इस ज़िंदगी को देखना है. ये सुना है आपने? नहीं सुना? काफ़ी लोगों ने कहा. अभी तो आपने सिर्फ सुना है, करके नहीं दिखाना चाहेंगे? मेरी जान, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं होगी. ये कुर्सी है. देखिए, health, safety and environment is also a very big issue. So I don't want to compromise any of those principles. What I want you to do is, again, not compulsion. Those who will stand are leaders. Those who do not are aspiring leaders. Look at the world in you. Oh, how is it? And the panelists are welcome to do the same.
You will have to help me down.
कैसा लग रहा है? Good, good. अब आप बैठो. 63.7% people participated in this exercise. A big hand for those. And the rest displayed the courage of non-conformance. Give them a big hand as well. With that, I would like to, Jahanara, who is one of our very important members of society, technically sound, compassionate and courageous. I've heard of her more off-site than on-site, and I would invite her to speak on rethinking change, on leadership. 3 minutes to 5 minutes? Just from where you are, it's very convenient. It's an informal segment. If you wish to come here, you're most welcome.
No, I can sit here and talk. I'm a lazy leader.
Let's give a big hand to Jahanara.
Okay, now, so many distinguished speakers have spoken all morning and afternoon that I think there's very little left to say. But I think one of the things that came to mind while everybody was talking about leadership is most of us still believe that leadership needs to come from the top and that the leader has to change before the organization will change. My belief is completely opposite. If you're going to follow that thought process, then it is still a hierarchical organization. If the change is driven from the top, I feel the change needs to come from the main workers, the people who are responsible for what the organization is. They should be the ones who develop the vision. They are the ones who should be excited and passionate and own the change that the organization is to see. And it should be then supported by the management and the top leadership. There are leaders at every level of the organization. And I think those leaders, if they drive change, then it is more likely to happen. How many of us have heard whenever a large group of people in a company are being addressed by the CEO or one of the organizational heads, that, you know, I think we should do this to change this organization and this is the future. Many of us in the back, I remember when I was a junior in companies saying,